shocking attack. On the 9th of September 2025 at 3:46 p.m., shockwaves ripped through the world as Israel launched an airstrike in Doha, Qatar's capital.
U.S. President Donald Trump says the United States military informed the White House of Israel's attack on Qatar as it was underway.
I'll be giving a full statement tomorrow, but I would tell you this. I was very unhappy about it, very unhappy about every aspect.
Israel has carried out an airstrike targeting the leadership of Hamas in Qatar. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he ordered the strike, which took place on Tuesday afternoon in the Qatari capital, Doha.
A major escalation has shaken West Asia this week. In an unprecedented move, Israel carried out a missile strike against senior Hamas leaders in Qatar, a country that has long played a central role in peace mediation. This is the first ever known Israeli strike on Qatari territory, and it could have far-reaching consequences for diplomacy, security, and international law.
The Prime Minister of Qatar is in Washington this morning to discuss the Israeli attack on Hamas leaders who are in exile in his country. Israel gave the U.S. almost no warning of Tuesday's attack, which has put the Trump administration in a difficult position with its Middle Eastern allies.
Qatar's reaction. The country of Qatar reacted with anger and sadness. Its government strongly condemned the attack. Qatari Foreign Ministry spokesperson Majed Al-Ansari slammed the strike, calling it cowardly and a clear violation of international law. He said Qatar would not tolerate this reckless behavior and promised that investigations were already underway. Qatar also said it would hold an emergency summit with Arab countries to talk about how to respond together. Officials stressed that this was not just an attack on Hamas leaders, but an attack on Qatar's own security and sovereignty. Qatari rescue teams worked at the site, trying to help survivors, searching for missing people, and carefully identifying the bodies of those killed. By Wednesday, 10th of September evening, authorities said they had found the bodies of several Hamas members and a Qatari officer. But the Qatari people were shaken, and the government wanted to show them it was taking strong steps. Security forces surrounded the area, and civil defense worked quickly to contain the damage. The streets around the site were filled with ambulances, police, and officials, all trying to bring order after the sudden chaos. Qatar said this attack was a crime and promised it would push back against Israel's actions on the global stage. The United States response. The attack did not just shock Qatar. It also surprised the United States, a close ally of Qatar and Israel. The U.S. has a large military base in Qatar, and many of its diplomats and citizens live there. The White House was quickly briefed after the attack, and President Donald Trump personally got involved. Reports said he was not happy at all. His advisors were furious that Israel had bombed inside Qatar without enough warning, especially since Qatar has been working as a mediator to help bring peace to Gaza. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt gave a statement. She said, "Unilaterally bombing inside Qatar, a sovereign nation and close ally of the United States that is working very hard and bravely taking risks with us to broker peace, does not advance Israel or America's goals." She made it clear that America did not think this was a good move. At the same time, she did note that eliminating Hamas was still considered an important goal. She added that Trump had immediately directed his envoy to inform Qatar about the attack, though by the time they got the call, the strike had already happened. Leavitt also said that Trump spoke with Qatar's leaders and gave them assurances. She explained that Trump assured them that such a thing will not happen again on their soil.
President Trump will commemorate the 24th anniversary of 9/11 on Thursday with a visit to the Pentagon Memorial in the morning, followed by an appearance at the New York Yankees game at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx on Thursday evening. Next week, as you all know, the President and the First Lady will depart for their historic state visit to the United Kingdom, on Tuesday, and they returned to Washington on Thursday.
Hamas responds. Hamas, the group that Israel was targeting, quickly promised it would keep fighting. Spokesperson Fawzi Barhoum spoke to Al Jazeera and said the Israeli attack was not just about killing leaders, but about trying to destroy the whole negotiation process. He insisted that Hamas would not give up, and he described the ongoing war in Gaza as a crime. Hamas said 5 of its members had been killed in the strike, including the son of top negotiator Khalil al-Hayya, but they confirmed the main leaders had survived. Hamas also declared that this strike would not weaken their resolve. Instead, they said it made them more determined to resist. They repeated their demands for Israel to withdraw from Gaza and allow reconstruction to begin. According to them, Israel's attack on Qatar had only made them more committed to continuing the fight. More voices around the world. The reaction to the attack was not limited to Qatar, the United States, and Hamas. Leaders from different parts of the world also spoke out. In the United Kingdom, Israeli President Isaac Herzog met with Prime Minister Keir Starmer. After the meeting, Herzog defended the attack strongly. He said sometimes it is necessary to remove people who refuse to make peace deals. Herzog made it clear Israel believed this strike was justified and needed to be done. But the meeting was described as tough and frank. UK officials were not happy about the strike either. They saw it as dangerous and harmful to peace talks. Qatar, meanwhile, said it wanted to hold Netanyahu responsible for breaking international law. Its leaders described the attack as state terrorism and warned it threatened the stability of the region. What comes next? Now the future feels uncertain. Doha will host an emergency Arab-Islamic summit on Sunday and Monday to discuss the Israeli attack on Qatar's capital, its state news agency QNA reported. Leaders from across the Arab and Islamic world are expected to gather in Doha to decide on a collective response.
Well, I'm not thrilled. I'm not thrilled about it. I don't have to do that. I'm not thrilled about the whole situation. It's not a good situation. I will say this, we want the hostages back, but we are not thrilled about the way that went down today. I'm never surprised by anything, especially when it comes to the Middle East. I'll be giving a full statement tomorrow, but I would tell you this, I was very unhappy about it. Very unhappy about every aspect, and we got to get the hostages back. I was very unhappy about the way that went down.
Israel carried out the strike in an attempt to kill Hamas's political leadership. Hamas said the attack missed all its top negotiators, though 5 members were killed, including the son of exiled Gaza chief Khalil al-Hayya. Qatar's prime minister has said Benjamin Netanyahu killed any hope of a deal to release all the Israeli hostages in Gaza when he ordered the airstrike on Doha. Calling Tuesday's airstrike an act of state terror, Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman bin Jassim Al Thani explained, "I was meeting one of the hostages' families the morning of the attack. They are counting on this mediation. They have no other hope for that."
He condemned the attack, and the US government position that they have no knowledge about the attack nor any coordination about it until it started to happen.
October 7, 2023. Qatar's prime minister has promised that his country will not stay silent. He said the attack was aimed not only at Hamas leaders, but at the peace process itself. But critics warn that striking inside Qatar, a US ally and a key mediator, has crossed a dangerous line. The world is watching to see how this crisis unfolds. That's all for today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.